The clash between modern sensibilities and historical realities often sparks outrage. But nowhere is this more evident than in the discussion surrounding Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Ayesha. The accusation is hurled with certainty. He married a child. That's pedophilia. As if history should conform to the moral judgments of today. As if societies 1,500 years apart should be measured by the same yardstick. But such a comparison is not just flawed, it is nonsensical. The modern Western world, with its ever-shifting values, cannot be the universal standard by which all of history is judged. The past is not bound by the present's moral compass. What was customary then is not customary now, just as what is acceptable today would have been condemned just a few generations ago. And if morality is fluid, how can we demand that an era so distant conform to our fleeting definitions of right and wrong? Claims that Ayesha was forced into marriage or that she was a victim of child sexual abuse. These are serious allegations. Where is the evidence? These accusations are often based on misinterpretations or biased sources. Muslims do not accept such grave claims without credible proof. Too often critics admit, "I don't have evidence. I've only heard these things online or from certain sources." This is precisely the problem, relying on hearsay rather than historical scrutiny. If one is going to challenge beliefs upheld by millions, one must present more than mere assumptions. Marrying young was not unique to Prophet Muhammad, nor to Muslims. It was a common practice across cultures, religions, and civilizations. Yet curiously, criticism is never directed at historical kings, emperors, or noblemen who did the same. Why single out Prophet Muhammad? Is this truly about morality, or is there a deeper agenda at play? Is this scrutiny driven by hatred, by a desire to discredit him? Not because of what he did, but because of who he was. The most crucial voice in this conversation is Ayesha herself. Far from being a victim, she adored Prophet Muhammad. She spoke of him with love, reverence, and admiration. She lived with him, learned from him, and grew into one of the most influential figures in Islamic history. If she saw him as a paragon of kindness and wisdom, if she never spoke of harm or regret, then what gives modern critics, separated by centuries, the right to claim otherwise? Ayesha was no ordinary woman. She was brilliant, sharp-witted, and fiercely intelligent. She became one of the greatest scholars of Islam, preserving and narrating countless hadiths, shaping Islamic jurisprudence, and guiding generations of Muslims. Her legacy is not that of a powerless girl, but of an extraordinary woman whose knowledge and influence are unmatched. Her role extended beyond being a wife. She was known for her assertiveness and deep attachment to Prophet Muhammad, which sometimes led to conflicts with his other wives. These tensions, documented in various narrations and even in the Quran, were resolved through the Prophet's wisdom and understanding. Ayesha's possessiveness and impulsiveness, often attributed to her youthful fervor, shaped these dynamics. Despite the equal treatment Prophet Muhammad gave his wives, Ayesha held a unique place. Elder wife Sauda, out of love and respect, voluntarily sacrificed her allotted time so the Prophet could spend more days with Ayesha. More importantly, Ayesha's actions following the Prophet's passing reveal the true nature of their relationship. She did not seek escape from oppression. Rather, she honored his legacy. She continued to lead, teach, and shape the Muslim community. She adopted a young girl named passing on the knowledge she gained from the Prophet, preserving religious teachings and demonstrating the depth of their bond. Prophet Muhammad breathed his last in her presence and was later buried in her quarters, an everlasting testament to their closeness and respect. If theirs was a relationship of abuse, where is the evidence? Where are the accounts of suffering or regret? Abuse involves coercion, harm, and exploitation, none of which align with Ayesha's life or legacy. Instead, she remained unwavering in her devotion to Islam and her husband's mission, dedicating herself to the preservation of his teachings and shaping Islamic scholarship. Her refusal to remarry and her commitment to educating others in his memory further dispel the notion that she was ever a victim. And yet, the irony of modern outrage is glaring. Today's society has discarded the very institution of marriage, embracing relationships devoid of commitment, stability, or structure. Just a century ago, premarital affairs were a scandal.
Silence in the court!
Now, they are the norm. The lines of morality are constantly shifting, and who can say what the next century will bring? What is condemned today may be celebrated tomorrow. If society continues down this path, what will future generations say about us? Will they call us oppressive for drawing the very lines we consider moral today? Perhaps even incestuous relationships, once universally rejected, will be normalized through legal arguments and rebranded as personal freedom. Laws once firm may erode under the weight of shifting social values, just as they have before. And so, the real question remains, was Prophet Muhammad a pedophile? The answer is clear. A pedophile harbors an attraction to children, a sickness, a perversion. But Prophet Muhammad's marriage to Ayesha was neither secretive nor shameful. It was a legally recognized union in line with the norms of the time. To apply modern definitions to a completely different era is not just misleading. It is intellectually dishonest. More importantly, the reverence for Prophet Muhammad does not rest upon a single marriage, but on his extraordinary character, his unmatched wisdom, and his profound impact on the world. Reducing his legacy to one aspect of his life is not only unfair, it is an insult to history itself. To truly understand history, one must abandon the arrogance of the present and approach the past with honesty, nuance, and context. Anything less is not an argument. It is an agenda.